Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Fame with Tiffany Renee, aka Golden Seats Life. I am Tiffany Renee, and on this channel we talk about all types of stuff, esoteric stuff. We talk about metaphysics, quantum physics, spirituality, and all that other deliciousness. Feel free to hit the bell icon. It will notify you every time I have a new video coming out. Like, share, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you've been here before, welcome back. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you so much for your wonderful love and your beautiful comments. And every time I put up a video and someone resonates with it and they leave me these beautiful comments, it just makes my heart sing. So thank you all so much. If you want a intuitive session with me, or you want to check out some dope ebooks, click on the link in my description. All of the information will be there. I'd appreciate it. Now, let's get into this video. Okay, I know this video may or may not resonate with everybody, and that's totally fine. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Because in this video, we are talking about your logic, your reason, your reasoning mind, okay? I made a video maybe about a year or two ago, similar to this, called Don't Let Logic Kill Your Manifestation. I am going to revisit that topic because I'm doing it for myself as well, but I just want to really drive home the point that while our logic and reason, it has its place, it has its value, bless, you know what I mean? And I really do appreciate it very much. When it comes to you being who you truly are, which is pure positive energy, which is pure consciousness, okay? We are supernatural beings first, having a natural being experience. We forget who we are. We forget that we are this consciousness and that we're an extension of the all, and all power exists within us. We have to forget ourselves. Pure total amnesia. So that we really can be immersed in this human experience. It reminds me a little bit of Superman story, where, you know, he comes from his planet, and, you know, I believe his real name is Kal-El. You know, don't come for me if I'm wrong. And he is born Superman. Like, that is his true identity. That is his true self. All those, his super strength and his ability to see through walls and like lasers coming from his eyes, like all of those things, being bulletproof and fireproof, all that. That is who he really is. His Superman outfit, those are his real clothes. Like, he is born this supernatural, superhuman being. That's who Superman really is. And he was sent to Earth. But in order to have the human experience, okay, he came to Earth to help people and et cetera, et cetera. But he's also there to have an actual human experience too. So what does he do? He takes off his Superman outfit. Okay? He's no longer Kal-El Superman. He assumes the identity Clark Kent. And Clark Kent is, while he's very sweet, he is depicted as this kind of nerdy, kind of, you know, bumbling, loving, nerdy type of dude, you know, really insecure. And that's how he's depicted. That's his human persona. You know, he wears the glasses and he wears the blazers, and he's, you know, just kind of, you know, oh, sorry, you know, oh, you know, it's really, he's that. more bashful, and a little bit more reserved. That's just the persona. That's the human persona, okay, of Clark Kent. That's the false identity, okay, of Superman, okay? Because as soon as some stuff goes down, okay, as soon as he recognizes that conflict is upon him, guess what? Okay? He remembers who he is. Okay? He remembers, wait a minute, I am still Superman though. Okay? And the glasses come off and the blazer and all that, and the insecurity disappears, and all of a sudden he's got his Superman outfit on, and his powers are back, they're always there. Actually, his powers never go away, but he displays his power now, right? So even as Clark Kent, the false identity, because Clark Kent is nothing like Superman, right? Is as if Clark Kent temporarily forgets who he is until he has to remember who he is. And the minute he has to remember who he is, when the bad guys are out, okay, and there's danger coming, or there's contrast happening, he's experiencing or witnessing something that he doesn't want to see or experience, right? All of a sudden, Superman comes out. Like, wait a minute, let me get my powers together. Okay, and we're going to get rid of this conflict. We're going to shift this reality. Okay, and then all's going to be well again. That's like what every episode of Superman. Okay, that right there to me is like one of the best examples of completely, okay, ignoring the lie that you are a limited being. Okay? Your logic and your reason is limiting. It is limited to your senses only, your human senses at that. I made a video about that too, about in the car sessions video, that reality is so distorted in this 3D because we're constantly shifting in and out of timelines, okay? And it's constantly changing. Nothing is permanent, okay? Nothing is permanent here in our 3D reality. Our bodies are not even permanent. So our logic and our reason is only there to try to, I guess, make sense, is the best way I can explain it, to make sense of the world around us. Because as human beings, this human experience, we need everything to make sense so that we can process it and then we can categorize accordingly. And it helps our ego to identify, okay, and to label and then translate. And then those things become our truth. They become our reality. And we're just like this patchwork, okay, of nothing but possibilities and ideologies and beliefs, and you know what, this might be true and that might be true. Well, this is logical, this is illogical, or this, I should be doing this or I shouldn't be doing that, or this is possible and this is not possible. Your reasoning mind will take you through all of that. And I've said many times in many of my videos, you got to throw logic out the window. Okay, sometimes when it comes to your spirit self. We are supernatural beings. We are Superman. Okay, that is who we really are. Clark Kent's power never leaves him just because he has assumed the persona of Clark Kent. His power doesn't go anywhere. Right? He can call on it at any time. Okay? Whether it's something as simple as, oh, someone's knocked over the water cooler, his speed, he'll come and like, choop, catch it. right? Just like that. Because even though he is, bashful, insecure Clark Kent, he knows that he can still call on his Superman self, his superhuman powers that he was born with at any given time. And that the 3D reality, being on Earth, does not change the fact that he is still a supernatural human and that his supernatural powers are still with him. Now, the only thing, according to the comic books and stuff, that could possibly harm Superman, I believe, is kryptonite. Now, what is kryptonite to humans? What is that? Okay, what is that? To me, it is the false beliefs. It is the false identity that we take on. It is everything that detracts from your superhuman self. Everyone has their own version of what that kryptonite is. The thing that takes you out of your true self. The minute Superman and all his power comes into contact with this entity that is kryptonite, it starts to strip him from his power. How many times have we allowed ourselves, have we voluntarily walked right up to our own kryptonite, walked right up to disempowering situations, walked right into toxic situations, accepted toxic thoughts, ideals, beliefs, things that just don't serve you anymore, and we just accept it as true. And the more we do that, the more it sucks out our power. It becomes disempowering because it further causes you to forget who you are. You cannot find that in logic and reason. Logic and reason is here for the 3D, for the natural realm of the 3D reality. The natural cannot govern the supernatural. But we forget that. And we allow our reason to dictate to us who we are, what we have to experience based on who we are, where we come from, our background, our race, our religion, our economic status, all of that. We allow logic and reason and past experiences even to dictate who we are to become. Do you see what I'm saying? Your logic, I know I had to say this, but like logic is really not your friend, right? It's not there to be your friend. Your reason is not there to be your friend. It's there to keep you in check. It's there to provide order. And again, I'm not dismissing that. Like I said at the beginning of this video, there is value in that, especially if you live in a society. I understand that order is needed. And sometimes logic and reason, they're needed to create this sense of order. But it also creates a sense of predictability, a level of comfort, right? You get used to it. Even if you don't like it, you get used to it. And because we're creatures of habit, we don't like the unknown, it's easy to just adopt to whatever reason and logic tell you. But I'm telling you, literally from personal experience, that old saying, if you want something you never had, you got to do something you've never did. It's that. It's that 100%. It is that. logic, again, is only based off what you can physically see and understand with your own human senses, which are limiting. There is so much out there that we don't know, that we cannot see, that we can't possibly know. Our human minds just won't allow it. So if that's the case, okay, there's not a logical way to do something. That's fine. But it still does not mean that there is not a supernatural way to do something. There's not a spiritual way that thing can be done. There's not an energetic way that you can't still have what you want, because everything is energy anyway. So just because your logic can't come up with a solution doesn't mean that there's no solution. It just means you are not currently aware of the solution because your logic and your reason is limiting. It goes through its own little Rolodex of possibilities for things that for things that is possible, that it thinks is possible. And if it can't find anything, it defines it as, oh, this is an impossible thing. You can't have this. There is no such thing as impossible. You can have whatever you want. Like, seriously, you can have whatever you want. You can experience whatever you want. We're doing it all day, every day. Unconsciously, you can have whatever you want. This is your reality, okay? Do what you want, okay? Call forth what you want. Period. The number of times I've challenged court cases, I have, challenged my entire state after a decision was already made. And my logic was like, look, they've decided you lost. Okay, they said no. You just have to accept that because there's nothing left for you to do. I mean, sure, you can file an appeal, but we know how your state operates with appeals. They always side on, the corporations. They're not going to side with you. So you might as well just leave it alone. Just accept the fact that you're just not going to win this. Because my logical mind, my reason could not come up with any solution that would equal to me winning. For 3 days, I accepted that. I cried, I was angry, I was pouting. And then I said, wait a minute. What am I doing? I have two choices. Okay? I can go left and say, okay, whatever. I'm going to just take the loss because I can't think of any way to win this. Or I can go right and say, no, this is my reality. Okay? I make the rules here. And I know that some way, somehow, even if I don't know the way or the how, I'm going to get what I want. And this decision is going to be overturned. And it's going to be overturned by the state. I decided to do the latter. I decided to say, I'm getting this. It's happening for me. I immediately got inspired. I filed my appeal. It was a crazy series of events, okay, that transpired. But ultimately, we had a hearing and I won. The state overturned the original judgment because I said so, right? Because I said so. My logic couldn't figure it out. My reason couldn't figure it out, but I still lived in the end and decided I've already won. I've already won this case. I already won this case. And the craziest series of events transpired and I won. I couldn't have even come up with the crazy things that happen. Like, if you watch my concert videos, the way I just end up meeting my favorite artists and getting in the front row, the craziest bridge of incidents. I could not even come up with that because my logic is like, we have this much information, and based on this information that we have, the answer is no. I don't care about that. I'm living in the end. I've chosen that, oh no, this is my reality. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to be in the front row. I'm going to meet them. I'll be backstage. This is period. Figure it out. Come up with another solution. Universal laws, come on. Because I may not consciously be aware of the bridge of incidents, but there is a bridge of incidents waiting for me that is going to align me to what I want. Another great example of this is the movie The Matrix, the first Matrix. Like, how good was that, right? And it was when the simulation, and they were fighting when Neo was doing training, and Morpheus was like, "Oh, Kung Fu. Okay, come on, let's fight." And Tank loaded up a simulation in the Matrix of them in a dojo, and he got to show Neo what he got. And Morpheus kicked Neo's butt. And then Morpheus didn't even break a sweat. He just flat out asked Neo, "How did I beat you?" And Neo told him, "You're just too fast." And while Neo's on the floor, okay, a mess, Morpheus was like, "So do you really think that me being stronger or faster has anything to do with me beating you in this place, in this simulation, in this matrix, in this dojo?" And then he said, "Do you think that's air that you're breathing?" Then he told him, "Get up, let's do it again." And Neo came after him again. And he got his butt kicked again. And then Morpheus had to tell him, "You're faster than this. Don't think you are. Know you are." So Neo gets up, he starts fighting him some more, And Morpheus is just blocking and blocking. And then he tells Neo, "Stop trying to hit me and hit me." And Neo gets close. He starts going really fast. And then he stops right before he was about to knock Morpheus out. And Neo says, "I know what you're trying to do." And Morpheus says, "I'm just trying to free your mind." It's that. It's that. Go back and watch that scene, okay? Just pull up that one scene in The Matrix because it's brilliant. He said, "Stop trying to hit me and hit me. You're faster than this. Don't think you are. Know you are." Because that's how logic can hinder you. That's how reasoning too much can hinder you. Okay? Don't think of a possibility. Don't try to think of a way out. Don't try to think of a solution. Know that you are the solution. It already exists. It exists inside of you because you are reality. You are consciousness. All answers already flow through you. Don't think you can figure it out. Don't think you can have that SP. Don't think you can have financial security. Don't think that you can have total wellness and healing. Don't think you can have that beautiful home. Don't think you can have that nice car. Don't think you can have that loving family. Know that you have it. Know that you are it. You are it. Okay? You're it. You already have it. Claim it. Decide it. Who cares if your logic doesn't agree? Who cares if your senses don't agree? Defy them. Dare to defy your logic. Dare to defy your senses. Dare to defy reason. And that is where your true harmony lies. That is where your true power lies. Your power does not lie in your logic and in your reason and your senses. That's just for order. That's for organization. That's just for you to make sense of your 3D surroundings. That's not who you are. You are Superman. And on that note, we're about to wrap it up. You are Superman. We are super people. We're superhuman. Okay? I love you all. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Check out my website. Link in the box below. Go watch The Matrix. And I'll see you next time. Mwah.